Hey everyone, welcome back to Entrepreneurian Tools, Tips, and Tricks. Today, I'm very excited to talk about the email parser in Zoho CRM version 2. So last time I talked about the email parser in Zoho CRM, but they have a new version that I want to show you and talk about the benefits of using the new version for your business and your automations. So let's get right into it. An email parser is a very easy way for you to pull info from specific emails and bring that automatically into your CRM. So if you're using a lead source provider, if you have any lead forms on your website, or you want to take event data from an email that's being sent to you, right? You can get super creative and build this automation into your processes so that you can do less manual inputs and allow less human error to happen when you're doing it yourself. So again, let me start with the old parser and how I set that up. I'm just going to go over it really quickly. This message is basically just saying that the new parser is way better, the new things that you can do. So you have drag and select parsing. You have setting the criteria for each parser. You have one email address for all templates. You have module association, which was the same as the old parser, and you can filter based on statuses. So just telling you the new one's better. I'm going to go ahead and say, why am I doing this? Because I need time to switch, to the new parser. All right. So the old parser I set up, I went deeper into this and set up this parser in my last video that I'll share at the end of this video. So let's just look at it real quick and go over the basics. So again, the last one, the old version, had one email address for every parser. So for this specific email, I would have to make sure that every email is sent specifically to this email address in order to capture that data. I had very basic info, right? The first name, last name, phone, email, date of birth, and map those to fields for my leads. And I added the attachments in the email to the record. I also updated the fields. So I did my lead source and lead status. I assigned the record owner, which is me. And then I entered the approved email address, which is also me. But so yeah, basic setup, right? I'll go into deeper detail in the next one, why the new one is easier and better to set up. So let's switch to it. When you do switch to it, it's just going to say all the old ones are going to be working. You just can't see them until you switch back. All right. So now to the new one. All right. As long as this loads. Okay. So again, what they're saying is that you have one email address for all of your parsers, which is very convenient, right? You can send this to every single person and say, send all future lead emails to this email address. You can say the same thing for all your email forms or your lead forms, right? So when you have a website, you have a WordPress website with a form set up, you can say when somebody submits, send the info to this email address. It's all going to be the same, so you don't really have to worry about making sure that each one matches up perfectly. The only thing you may need to make sure you do is add the approved email address. So if you're going to say, hey, please send all future emails to this email parser, you just have to add their email address in here. And then a really cool thing that the old parser used to have a long time ago that they got rid of was when it fails, send me a report. And they have that setting now back on the new version. And this is saying send a report to the creator, which is me, or a custom email that you want to see. So if you have an IT guy or me helping you out, this is the email address or where you're going to want to put that email address. Okay, so those are settings, and I want to start from scratch and send an email to this email parser. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Address is copied, and let's send another very boring, very basic email. Okay, so this is going to be subject test parser because I'm always testing. I'm going to say first, begun, last, email, testing.com, and then phone, right? So very basic info just to show you guys. Same deal as the last video I did, just some of the info that you can pull in. You can go as far as description, company, street, city, state, depending how much like your lead providers provide your form sends to you. So we'll just start with these 4 basic ones. Go ahead and send it out. I also have this Fanimal email pulled up because it is a formatted email. And what the new parser is actually going to do is allow you to pull data from these formatted emails. The old one did not. So this is going to become super handy for any of those emails that you were missing out on. Not because, I think I said that because that big message is right there. But basically with this email, there's not a lot of data to pull from it. I just want to show you that you can. I'm going to say we can pull maybe the name and the date from here. So we'll go ahead and send this. I'm going to forward this email. Whenever I'm doing this, I like to make sure that it's coming in the format that it's usually sent. So I'll take all those extra things out. All right, and then we'll send this off. So there we go. This is the notification that you get when your parser fails. So this one is really just saying this, you got an email from the Nuggets, it failed, make a new rule for it. So that's, again, it comes super handy when you can say, you can find out what happened to someone that said they sent you an email and it didn't go through, which happens a lot. Cool. Okay, so there we go. So I sent my emails in. I'm going to give it a little time to update. But again, it was super easy, right? I just sent 2 emails to the same email address, and we're going to be able to go in and create 2 new rules with those emails. So these are our 2 new emails. So the first one I have is the test parser that I just sent. I'm going to go ahead and create a rule. You can do it from here too. And you can say, which email do I want to take it from? Cool. So again, this is going to be in my test rule. Oh my gosh. We're going to select the module we want to bring it into. I'm going to say leads for now, but if you don't have a selection here for one of your modules, the cool thing about this new parser as well is that you can create a rule without a module. So this can help you build a custom function tied to it. So you'll have a lot more flexibility to do things with your email parsing. So if you don't have this module to go directly into, we can create a rule that says, hey, let's find this lead it's associated with and build a related record to it, right? So you can go and find that with Deluge and use this email parser to do whatever you want it to do. I'm just doing leads today. So again, pretty basic. So here we go. So we've got our info, and all we need to do now is highlight and map. So you're going to map the or select the data and type in what you need. Select the data, type in what you need, right? Super easy. Super easy. Gotta have a good touch sometimes. Gosh. Okay, and this can be our phone. All right. There we go. I can even go as far as, if this is going to be the same format every single time, maybe I want this to be my company. Right. Oh, it said invalid selection, so I'll do it again. Cool. So you can play around with it and make sure that you're finding the right data. And if it fails, you're going to be able to come back and see it. So we'll go to the next step. Advanced configuration. This is basically saying, as long as the sender is Ian, as long as the subject is test parser, try this rule. Another really cool thing about the new parser is that now you can update a record. So it's going to check to see if there's records with this email or the email that I put into the email parsing rules. And if it exists already, it's just going to add to it. The old email parser did not allow you to do that. So another great benefit that this new parser version, I'm very excited about, that it can do. So, because a lot of my clients requested this for the longest time, and now we have it. You can send it for approval. So basically, if you're saying, I want to make sure each record is valid before I enter them into my system, I can add attachments to my records from the email, and then we can do our field updates again. So we can do our lead source. I'm going to say, again, I'll just dummy data. New lead. Usually I'll use new lead for my parser rules. The other thing is going to be, you do have to create an assignment rule for your new email parsing. So I just have every lead is coming in as under my ownership. Don't know why I said it like that, but all right. So finish this, and there we go. So we set up our first rule. Now let's set up our second rule. So we have the don't miss out email from the Nuggets. This game I'm trying to go to, that I'm going to, me and Rose. And I'm going to create a rule. So we're going to say this is our Fanimal email. Maybe I want to create an event for every Fanimal email that comes in. I don't know. Again, not a very good example of a formatted email to use because there's not a lot of info to use, but all you have to do is highlight your info. So maybe we'll go in here and select this as our description, this as our date, which I just have date of birth on here. And that's pretty much it, right? I've got those two pieces of information going in. God, my head's always in the way. Same thing. You can update your fields if you want, choose your rule, and we're done. So I just created 2 rules that I'm probably not going to use, but I did it within a matter of minutes. So very easy, very convenient, sending to the same parser email address. For that Fanimal one, I'm going to want to make sure that the Fanimal email address is approved so I can continue to bring those in. But there you go. I mean, very easy. Again, I can set this and leave it. If I have a lead source sending me emails, they're going to come in automatically so I can work them, put them into a workflow, give them a drip campaign, a text campaign until they want to schedule a call with me. Whatever that business use case is for you, this email parser is going to help automate that. And I'm super excited, again, to share this with my clients, to share this with my followers. If you are a follower, thank you very much. If not, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to share a video of the previous old parser if you want to watch it. Otherwise, stay groovy, my friends. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.